The prequels are loathed and hated for various reasons, but this is not another video about the outdated CGI and the annoying presence of Jar Jar, although he has his own part to play in the question, are we meant to hate the prequels? Firstly, we need to look at what came initially, establishing the status quo with the original trilogy. We know from it that the Jedi were once a great power, responsible for keeping peace and order in the galaxy. But something changed that, and only Obi-Wan and Yoda are left in exile.
For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic. Before the Dark Times. Before the Empire.
We know that the prequels are supposed to show us the transformation of Anakin Skywalker, but there's more to them than that. We witness the fall of the Jedi. We experience what needs to happen so that we can have the return of the Jedi. The events that lead to that grand fall are frustrating and appropriately leave us hating the movies because of the story and the way it unfolds. The Jedi became arrogant.
Yes. A flaw more and more common among Jedi. Too sure of themselves they are. Even the older, more experienced ones.
It's not like the Sith were waiting for Anakin to be born. The wheels of their great plot were already in motion for decades. But what makes the timing perfect during the prequels is the great and powerful guardians of the galaxy falling asleep at the wheel. The Jedi are such a great force, loved and respected by everyone, yet their vision is clouded, and so they end up being blindsided, with elaborate schemes being forged right under their nose. Their arrogance is evident, and is slowly increasing throughout the prequels. Qui-Gon is a perfect example of this. He disobeys the Council and follows his own set of rules. These arrogant choices he makes lead to his own death. He already knows Darth Maul is far superior, having faced him before, and he can hardly handle him with the help of Obi-Wan, never mind rushing into battle alone instead of waiting for his Padawan's help. The Jedi allowed bureaucracy to become the deciding force in the galaxy. The Sith knew they were no match for the Jedi, and that the only way to bring them down would be to make the rest of the galaxy not trust them. By the end of Episode 1, the Jedi and the Republic have already lost trust, and the galaxy is ready to move on from them leading the peacekeeping, and turn to a political leader, and soon after a clone army. Similarly to real-life politics, power is always abused, and so the Sith play the political game expertly to their advantage. With the clone army being masterfully planned by the Sith, making it seem as a plan originating from a Jedi Master and the Senate, only one last play was required to complete the grand fall. An idiotic political pawn which comes along and gives all the power away. That is, of course, everyone's favorite, Jar Jar Binks, who probably represents something very realistic. The idiots that we trust to rule and make decisions for us. He is trusted by Padme and the Jedi, and so his political influence ends up being catastrophic. Ultimately, the prequels are about the fall of the Jedi and the Republic, and the rise of an oppressive government in the Empire. The Jedi embody peace and nobility, and they are replaced by the Sith, who symbolize injustice and evil. Perhaps that's why people hate the prequels, not because of their over-reliance on CGI and at times terrible dialogue, but because we are meant to hate them, as we witness the fall of goodness and see darkness overcome the light. All these so that we can rejoice when the Jedi finally return. Thank you for watching, guys. Happy New Year to all of you, and if you enjoyed watching, do consider subscribing, and I shall see you next week with another video on the prequels.